Welcome! Today we're diving into one of the most enduring legends of all time, King Arthur, the legendary ruler of Camelot, the noble leader of the Knights of the Round Table, and the wielder of the magical sword Excalibur. But was King Arthur a real person or just a captivating character from medieval tales? In this video, we'll delve into the myths, legends, and historical evidence to uncover the truth about King Arthur. King Arthur is a name that conjures images of knights in shining armor, magical swords, and epic quests, but who was he really? According to legend, Arthur was the once and future king who united Britain and led the Knights of the Round Table. His stories are filled with heroism, romance, and magic, making him a central figure in British folklore. The earliest references to Arthur appear in medieval texts, but these accounts were written centuries after the time he supposedly lived, roughly around the 5th to 6th centuries AD, during the turbulent era following the fall of the Roman Empire in Britain. One of the first mentions is in the Historia Britonnium, a 9th century work attributed to the monk Nennius. Here, Arthur is depicted as a warrior who led the Britons to victory against the Saxons at the Battle of Badon. Fast forward to the 12th century and we meet Geoffrey of Monmouth, whose History of the Kings of Britain cemented Arthur's place in history. Geoffrey's work blended history, mythology, and his own imagination, presenting Arthur as a grand and noble king. He introduced many of the elements we associate with Arthur today, such as Merlin the Wizard, Excalibur the Sword, and the utopian kingdom of Camelot. But was there a real historical Arthur? Some historians believe there might be a kernel of truth behind the legend. They suggest that Arthur could have been a composite of several historical figures or a local warlord who lived around the 5th to 6th centuries. This was a turbulent time in Britain marked by the collapse of Roman rule and invasions by the Saxons. A leader who managed to resist the invaders would likely become a figure of legend. It's important to remember that legends often serve a purpose behind historical accuracy. They inspire, teach moral lessons, and unite people around a common heritage. Arthurian legend, with its themes of bravery, honor, and the quest for justice, resonated deeply with medieval audiences and continues to captivate us today. Scholars have also pointed to possible historical events that match elements of the legend, such as the Battle of Badon, where Arthur is said to have led the Britons to victory against the Saxons. On the other hand, many historians are skeptical about Arthur's existence due to the lack of contemporary records. Most accounts of Arthur come from sources written centuries after the time he supposedly lived, leading to questions about their reliability. The myth-making process in medieval literature often blended history with folklore, creating legendary figures whose stories were more fiction than fact. The inconsistencies and fantastical elements in the tales of King Arthur suggest a creation of the medieval imagination rather than a historical biography. So, what do you think? Was King Arthur a real historical figure, or just a legendary hero crafted by medieval storytellers? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical explorations. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth.